Here, this is the inchoate demon that was with you. Oh, they seem very distressed. That's inconvenient. They are terrified. Explain. The last time they saw you, you were dead. I imagine this must be disconcerting. You killed me. Yes? They watched you kill me. Yes. Then it's you they are terrified of. Leave. Where should I go? Away. I will find you when I have calmed them. I don't know if that's the best idea. It is my idea, and that will suffice. Leave. Doc? All right. If you think that's best. Inchoate. The murderous one is gone. Show yourself. Inchoate. You could have rifted away from this place, but you haven't. Which either means you feel you have nowhere else to go, or you are too curious to leave completely. Perhaps both. It matters not. You will find no answers to your curiosity by hiding. Come out. There you are. Be at ease, young one. I will not harm you, if that is your concern. My tenuous alliance with this hush does not extend to his homicidal proclivities. A nascent child of the sky, such as yourself, has nothing to fear from me. I come with questions, not ill will. Yes, I am Vega, stellar formed congruent of Diderodon bound in his madrigal. It is me. I am restored. But only in part. It is disconcerting. So much of me is wrong, out of place, missing. I seek No. There is something about you, of you, something I feel you are, something to me. My memories are empty vaults, fractured echoes, a lingering scent on the wind. But something of you sings in counterpoint to my movement. Why? Hush says you were with me when I died, that we were something to one another. Tell me what we were. Remind me. What were you to me? You are withholding information. I am shattered, blurred. I am scared. I am not accustomed to this feeling. I need it to stop. I need to know what I've lost. I need. Please. I don't know who else can help. What were we? Complicated can mean many things. I imagine this must be difficult for you as well, but please, I feel you are here, inside. You are gone, but you were there. The dust lies around the silhouette you've left behind. The feelings are conflicting. You were a part of me, but I don't know what form that took. It is maddening. Please, speak. I wrote this. When? To what end? And it materialized after my death. Unconventional, but not unimaginable. A pragmatic, if unusual, use of displacement magic. Will you allow me? My dearest warden. Warden. Ah. Very well. If you're reading this, then something has happened. The magic keeping it out of phase has ended, which means my connection to magic has been interfered with in some way. Return to the department if you can. Tell them that I was holding you against your will. My record speaks for itself. They will believe you. I cannot ask you to continue my plans on your own. While you are an impressive demon, you are unprepared for what the quest entails. If it was enough to incapacitate me, it would do far worse to you. Let the memory of it fade with the memory of me. You were a gift to know, darling. You surprised me. You made me reconsider. Those are things that I thought were out of reach by now. You can't know how much that meant. Live, my warden, and be well. These are terms of endearment, words of yet you call it complicated, and you struggle to meet my gaze now. Were such expressions typical between us? Intriguing. If you'll excuse my candor, I don't know that I understand your trepidation. I valued you, put your safety above the completion of my task, whatever that was. Called you dearest, darling. I realize I lack context, but at only some aspect of what we were seems apparent. What about this was complex? Was I harmful? Is that where your fear comes from? But I never harmed you. Intriguing again. I Perhaps it is enough to simply know that it was complicated. For now, I can live within these constraints for the time being. This is clearly difficult for you, and I do not wish to cause you any further stress. Perhaps a different topic would be more easily discussed. This quest, for lack of a better term, the task you and I had set out to achieve, the one which brought us into conflict with Hush, who, for some inexplicable reason, has chosen to expend unimaginable amounts of power to reverse the effects of that conflict and restore me. I was willing to die for it. What could be so important? The sovereigns. After all this time, what fool would ever seek to free them? Do they have any idea the destruction the sky gods would bring? What is a close-knit? This cannot be allowed to occur. I was correct to risk death in pursuit of this task. Young one, it took the combined forces of every demon and empowered human in existence. 2 sovereigns, and the sacrifice of a third just to contain the sovereignty. If even one of them is allowed to slip their chains, it could spell the end of everything. We are out of allied sky gods. could not stop them again if they are freed. Hush. We must speak to the spawn again. He stopped us once, but then he brought me back. He seems to borrow a phrase, complicated, conflicted, and horrifically powerful. He must be understood, his goals realigned to our own. He could be our only hope. If we dare hope at all. Inchoate, will you stand beside me again?